Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with THNK. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. AMC, GME, and SPY. This is your time of the week for the weekly update and prediction where we go over last week's prediction. Check it out, see where we went wrong, see where we went right, and then we give you guys a new prediction. So we're going to be checking out the old prediction, giving you guys a new prediction on where I think we're headed on the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. This is a bigger time frame, so these predictions are hard to get right because they incorporate several days of price action. But guys, we are on the roll, so let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data. This video is not financial advice, but it's packed full of information that you need to know, especially if you want to get away from the herd and start making this bread in the market. So let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with THNK. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is going to be your weekly update and prediction, where we figure out for the week where we are going. We're going to be revisiting last week's prediction, see where we went wrong so we can become better traders and technical analysts, seeing what we did right so we can become better traders and analysts, and then we are going to be giving you guys new predictions. So last week I did predict a green week for AMC, and if we look at the weekly candle, you guys can see that we did print that green week. Now also on GameStop, we did get that one wrong. A red week did print out. We did predict a green week for GameStop, and then we got a red week on SPY, which I told you guys if I got this one right, it would be an incredible prediction. Why? Because we had so many red weeks already, 1, 2, 3, that statistically it should have been a green week. But guys, we nailed this one, telling you it was going to be a red week, and that is exactly what we did get. Now on GameStop, we did get that one wrong. Why? Because GameStop did pull back to the levels that I said. I said GameStop would be coming back to about 1650, 1615. I said those key levels of 1650, 1650, 15 in that range, and GameStop did in fact come down to about 1640. Now I was expecting a bounce back to the upside after getting off of that level. This did not happen. This happened a little bit later in the week. I'm expecting this to probably happen into this week now. So I'm expecting the bounce to come this week for GameStop. So we're going to talk about all that and more, but I did get that wrong. So we did get it wrong because everything happened that I did anticipate, but the bounce did not occur as soon as I did anticipate. So we did move down to the levels that I was thinking, but the bounce that I was thinking would happen around Thursday and Friday. Took a little bit longer, and I do think it's going to be happening this week. We'll talk about all that and more in this video. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for the market. I just want to show you guys US dollar finding a base at 105.90, 105.65. This is going to be bearish for the market. Okay, this is going to be bearish for the market. And you can also see that the VIX is increasing, guys. The VIX is increasing, pushing to the upside. This is going to be bearish for the market as well. Both of these things are going to put pressure on the market to the downside. So I want to put that in your head before going into this segment, because I do think we're going to see a green week for the market. But I want everyone to be very, very cautious about this green week, because the legs can get kicked from under this thing very, very quickly, guys. The legs can get kicked very, very fast from this move because we are in a bearish mode. Okay, we're in a bearish mode. There is no reason to think that we're going to go on a new bull run, that the market is not going to crash, and let me explain why. First of all, the charts are saying bearish, 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 and then of course the data sets are saying bearish, 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 and anyone saying that a new bull run coming or that all-time highs are coming or anything in between is just simply not looking at the data, and they're also ignoring what the charts are telling them as the monthly or as the weekly trend is down. You guys can see that we have higher lows and higher lows and lower lows, or lower lows and higher lows. So again, higher low means higher low. This is a higher low, and we have lower lows. The market is in a downtrend, okay? Lower highs and lower lows on the weekly time frame. This is the macro. When in doubt, zoom out. Also, bearish weekly MACD, and then bearish daily MACD, and a bearish downtrend on the daily time frame and on the weekly time frame. When in doubt, zoom out. The macro always plays out. It overrides everything. And guys, the macro is bearish. Also, we've had a bloody month for September, and I think October is going to be an even more bloody month. And we're starting to see the monthly MACD start to fade out and cross bearish as well. Again, multiple signs showing that this is not a bear rally, guys. This is not a bear rally. And in fact, we do have a monthly sell signal as well. Again, this is a bear market rally. This is not a bull market rally. This is a bear market rally, and we're about to go into a deeper bear market, guys. A deeper bear market. We have the sell signal here on the daily time frame. Guys, it is not looking good for SPY. Now, I do think we're going to see a green week for this week. I do think we're going to see a green week, but let me explain why I think we could see this green week. And let me also have you be very, very cautious about this green week, because the legs can get kicked at any time, guys. The leg can get kicked at any time. But basically, guys, inflation is going up. Okay, the last inflation data sets that we got, inflation went up. And then the last GDP that we got, growth went down. Do you know what that means? That is called stagflation. Okay, so when inflation goes up, but growth is going down or it's stagnant, that's called stagflation. That is not where a bull rally comes from. Okay, so anyone saying that is just not looking at the data, dude. They're not looking at the charts, the facts, the data. They're just literally just saying stuff to make you guys feel better or maybe get you wrecked. I don't know. Either way, you're going to get wrecked to listening to people like that. Now, the rug pull that I did say is already starting, guys. I told you that 460 was going to be the top. I called this out on my Twitter, on everything, so nobody can say, that I didn't warn everyone about the top of the market or didn't know this was coming. Listen, I'm very, 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 very accurate, okay? Very, very accurate, guys. You guys can see that I did call this out here on July 15th, and I've been saying it in my videos even before that the top of this market was going to be at the 450, 460 range, and that's exactly what we've seen. And then I did say a market crash would start around September the 20th to October the 4th, and guys, you can see that the market has been going down ever since that date. Now, I do think we're going to get a red week back to the upside. You guys can see that this is a doji right here on the weekly candle. I apologize. A green week, guys. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Let me slow down. Hold on. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water and slow down real quick. All right. So I think we're going to see a green week. A green week, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very passionate about this stuff. I love doing this. I love charting. I love all of you too. But anyways, green week is what I'm thinking we're going to see. So I got last week's prediction right. It was an amazing prediction. I told you guys statistically we should have had a green week because we had 3 red weeks in a row. I do think we're going to get a green week now. You guys can see that this is kind of a doji style candle, which is probably indicating the bottom of a trend. I do think we're going to get a little bit pop back to the upside, filling some of these gaps to the upside. I don't think we're going to go too high, guys. I don't think we're going to go too high. Probably we're going to max out at the absolute peak that we're going to max out is like 454, okay? So that's the absolute peak that we'll max out. I don't even think we're going to get that high. We have to get above these major resistance marked here in orange and red. This is the one marked in orange at 429. Then we have one in red at 435. And then we have another one in orange at 447. Again, major resistances. I do think we're going to get a nice pop up to these levels, probably about 444 as this inverse head and shoulders starts to play out. You guys can see that we do have a possible inverse head and shoulders. Let's go ahead and take the super trend off. I know it's hard to see, guys, but I need all of these lines. I try to clean up the chart as much as possible. And plus, with having everything expanded, so it's easier to see on mobile devices, I have everything expanded. It makes things kind of scrunch together. But I do need all of the lines here. But you guys can see inverse head and shoulders, right here's your shoulder, right here's your head, and then we're forming a second shoulder. This should take us all the way back up to that 440 level, exactly where this sloping support is right here. And there is gap fills up here at like 450. We might get a slight pop up there and fill the gap, but guys, I don't think we're going to get much higher than 448 in my personal opinion. Probably might not even much higher than 435. We could see a nice counter rally. Again, we've seen a lot of bearish momentum. We could see a possible short squeeze. Anything could happen to give us a nice little pop to the upside. But guys, The legs are going to get chopped so fast on this thing, it's not going to be a substantial rally. So when you do see it start to go back to the upside and all the bulls get bullish again, just laugh at them, because you know that it's going to continue to the downside, because we do have a macro bear flag. We also have stagflation in the economy, where inflation is going up but growth is going down. We also have the historical months of September and October. Those are historically red. So we have a ton of bearish factors on the technicals and the fundamental side of thing. Again, also you guys can see, you have to look and you have to understand fundamentals. Technicals are important, but fundamentals are important as well. Data sets, okay, the economy, how it's moving. These are things that are important, guys. The charts can tell you a lot, but the fundamentals can tell you a lot too. And think of it as a bar stool. There's 3 legs. One of them one of them is technicals, one of them is fundamentals, and then these give you your support, guys. So now you guys can see that we do have a macro bear flag. We have a macro bear flag. You guys can see this bear flag. If it breaks, guys, you're going to see the end of SPY. We're waiting for this bear flag to break, and we need it to break to the downside, confirm as resistance, and then start going. Then we'll see the gap fills to the downside get filled. These gaps will get filled, okay? There's gaps, they get filled, okay? SQQQ has gap fills to the upside. These gaps will get filled. And again, you're going to see SQQQ moves inverse of NASDAQ. You're going to see SQQQ go up. You're going to see NASDAQ and SPY start to pull back. Obviously, with the VIX going up and the dollar going up, all of these things are telling you that the market is going to be bearish. Yes, I do think we're going to see a green week, but guys, you have to watch for these crucial support and resistance levels to break, because if we break below 429, 429.99, 423 in that range, this yellow ascending support and resistance, if we break below that and break the macro bear flag, it's going to be all over for SPY. We just retested it last week. Now I do think we're going to get a nice bounce back to the upside, probably having a green week, but then again continuing back to the downside. And again, I could probably predict exactly what we're going to be doing, coming back up to about 446 before hitting our head and then coming back down, guys. So I think we're going to come up to about 446 and then come back down to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. SPY, your weekly prediction is going to be a red week. Now let's go ahead and hop into GameStop stock and show you guys what's going on for GameStop. I did predict a green week for GameStop. Did predict a green week for GameStop, but we did get a red week. And again, I already told you guys where I went wrong. We went wrong because we did not get the bounce as soon as I anticipated, but I do think that is going to be happening this week. So I do predict a green week for GameStop right off of the bat. I do predict a green week for GameStop right off of the bat. I do think GameStop is going to see a push to the upside, getting the bounce that I did call for this week. So basically, we're breaking down out of this bear flag. You guys can see there's a bear flag marked here in yellow. And again, I know the charts are very, very messy. It's hard to see what's going on. But guys, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We had a bear flag here. Then we broke to the downside. You can see that the MACD on the hourly time frame is starting to curl to the upside. You can see that RSI is extremely low. These are all things telling me that a bounce is going to be coming, okay? All things telling me that a bounce is going to be coming for GameStop. Also, once GameStop gets above, once it stays above this macro sloping resistance marked here in turquoise, this one right here, it's marked here in turquoise. That is part of the larger falling wedge, guys. It's part of the larger falling wedge. And the fact that we're retesting this to the upside is extremely, extremely, extremely bullish. The fact that we're testing the wedge's support to the upside is telling me that we're going to come up and fill those gap fills at $40 and $70 on GameStop once we break to the upside of this falling wedge. This is huge, okay? This is huge for GameStop. The fact that we're consolidating here, we're building for a base to push up. Now, GameStop also has a macro triple bottom. I think it's going to be a green week for GameStop. You can see multiple factors are telling me that. The fact that we're holding this macro sloping support or resistance as support. This has been resistance for over 2 years. We're holding it as support. We're sitting right on the line and we're about to get a push up. Right here is the line at 1640. We're sitting right there, guys. So I think we're about to see a nice move to the upside. You can already see in after hours we got this nice little pop. That could have been limit order sell or limit buy order sell hunting or anything of that. Could have been an algo popping off, anything like that. But again, you can see we got this little pop to $17.79. There's multiple gap fills at $18 for GameStop. So I think we're going to be coming back up to that $18 level, in my personal opinion, on GameStop. Key levels of support to look for are 1620, 1640, and then key levels of resistance are going to be right now 1707, 1705, and then 1755. So that is for GameStop. You guys can see here on the hourly time frame, MACD starting to curl. You can see on the 30-minute time frame, we do have a cross RSI extremely low. I do think we're going to see a green week for GameStop, continuing back to the upside. GameStop, again, is just, it's kind of like a dinosaur. It's going to move very, very slow, very, very lethargic. But guys, once this thing pops off, it's going to be crazy, okay? It's going to be crazy, all right? And we are going to fill these gaps here at $37, $39, and $70 on GameStop, okay? Gaps get filled. They will get filled. Now, so far we have green week for SPY, green week for GameStop. Those are your predictions so far. Last week we got 2 out of 3 right, and then the week before that I think we got 2 out of 3, and then the week before that we got 3 out of 3 right. So far we are on a major roll. Let's go ahead and give you guys the prediction for AMC stock on what I think we could potentially see. And this one could actually be excited, okay? This one could actually be excited because AMC is trying to break above what? Trying to break above $8.45, which is the golden zone right now to break out of, guys. $8.45 is a technical resistance that if we can break above, you're going to see a nice pop for AMC. And it looks like we're setting up for that move right now. So, right off the bat, I'm not even going to make you guys wait. I'm thinking we're going to see a green week, guys. I'm thinking we're going to see a green week. All right, I'm thinking we're seeing a green week for AMC. So far we have green for everything, guys. Green for AMC, green for GameStop, and green for SPY, which means it's going to unfortunately be a red week for SQQQ. So that's what we're looking at, guys. SQQQ has been doing amazing. So a little bit of pullback on SQQQ is not going to be a bad thing, and I will be buying dips on SQQQ. SQQQ had 3 green weeks in a row. Just had this red week here. Potentially one more red week. You can see it's a doji style, so it might be a top of this current run before we have to come back and pull back. Filling the gaps down here at like $19.30, maybe even like $18 before pushing back to the upside. And again, this means SPY is going to come up to like 446 and then come down. So that's what I'm looking at. Now let's go ahead and look at AMI. Guys, macro, again, check out my previous video. You guys already know gap fills at 40 and gap fills at about 18 and then gap fills at 12. So we have multiple gap fills to the upside. Those gaps will get filled. AMI also holding ascending support right here. It's marked in turquoise. I can mark it a different color so you guys can see it. And again, I know it's hard to see it with all these lines, but it is what it is. I do need these lines, but we are holding this support right here. So again, bullish on AMC. In my personal opinion, I do think we could see a continuation to the upside. And if we break $8.45, very, very bullish. So as far as Monday, guys, I already told you that we could probably see a pullback here to like $7.67, $7.53, and maybe even $7.38. We could definitely see a pullback to those levels here in the morning. What I'm most likely thinking is probably going to happen is we'll probably pull back and fill this gap here at like 780, filling this gap and then get a quick pop back to the upside. Probably not Monday we'll break 845, but on Tuesday. So probably not Monday, but on Tuesday. If we break above 845 and use that as support, guys, if we break above 845 and use that as support, you're going to see a decent move for AMC, guys. You're going to see a decent move for AMC if we can break above and use the support. What I mean by that, I'll show you guys visually. We need to see a clean break above, using it and confirming it as support, and then see the price start to move away. That is going to be confirmation for a much bigger move on AMC. So again, we did get the weekly prediction right last week for AMC. The only one we got wrong was GameStop. So we are on point, guys. We are on point, and I do think we are seeing this make a bullish push for this move. You guys can see we broke out of this falling wedge. We have this ascending support right here that I am marked. Let's go ahead and just move it just a little bit to give it a little bit more accuracy. But yeah, we do have this ascending support that it is holding, which is crazy, guys. This is basically a straight up move right here. If we continue to hold this, we're going to go clean for 845. Okay, so if we continue to hold that, we're going to go clean for 845 on Monday. But the latest I think we'll break 845 is Tuesday. I think we're definitely going to break it this week. And if we break 845 this week, we're going to see a move towards those gap fills. So we're going to see a move towards the gap fills at, there's one at 11, in between $11 and $13. Then there's one at $16 to $19, and then there's one up at $36 and to $40. So $43 to be exact. But guys, we're going to be moving for these gap fills. The bottom is in, all right? The bottom is in my personal opinion. People that are saying AMC is going to go to $5 are completely wrong. So normally people are too bearish and they're too bullish. So if you survey a group of people and get all of their opinions, because people are always wrong about the market. They don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. People are so wrong about the market all the time. It's crazy. But because they use their emotions, okay? They get too emotional. The reason why people are saying $5 is because they've seen it drop down. So they're just picking a low number. They're like, oh, it's going to go to 5. It's going to go to 2. It's going to go to 1. No, it's not. It bottomed. If you look at the charts, it bottomed here, dude. It bottomed here. It's very, very obvious that it bottomed at $7. It's building a base right now. It's very, very obvious on what's going on to people that are reading the charts and understand what's going on and understand the fundamentals that the company is better than ever right now. It's bottoming, guys. You see this rounded formation that it's making? That is a bottom before moving back to the upside and blasting off back to the upside. And again, we've seen Volkswagen do the same exact thing. We've seen Volkswagen do the same exact thing before squeezing. And if you look at the Volkswagen chart, guys, these are weekly candles. So again, these are weekly candles. So this took time to bottom out, okay? It wasn't just a one-day process. This was a long process before seeing a major pushback to the upside. And I do think we are doing the same thing, bottoming out before seeing a big pushback to the upside. The highest or the lowest I think we're going to go is filling the gap fills at $40. That is the lowest gap that I think will go, is come back up here to fill the gap and then come back down. As far as price targets, guys, that's all I have for you right now. Now, if we can get above the gap fill and start building a base there and give me some technicals that will say, hey, hey, this could potentially be a move, then I'll tell you guys. But until then, I'm not telling you guys. I'm not doing any predictions, because people trying to tell you when the squeeze is going to come without having any technicals leading up into the squeeze are just lying to you. There's no way you can just pick dates and tell you when the squeeze is going to come. It's not realistic, okay? There's going to be signs before the squeeze with technicals, with fundamentals, with news, with things like that. But until we see those signs start to happen, we're not going to have an indication. Now, I think we could see a major move back to the upside to the $40. That could cause a short squeeze, because if shorts are shorting down here to try to keep AMC's price down here, and we see a sudden push to about $30, $40, that could cause a massive short squeeze in itself. If we see a market crash, a black swan event, a credit event, that could cause a short squeeze in itself. And I'm under the assumption that it's just going to happen one day. It's just going to, something's going to break, and it's going to happen. So you're either going to be here or you're not. You're either going to own the stock or you're not. But there's no way around this. So how I'm doing this to avoid this is I'm using SQQQ. I'm using SPY. I'm using these stocks to profit off of. I'm trading and making profit off of these stocks and using these to buy my AMC and GameStop positions. And again, one of these things will work out, guys. You want to have multiple chances to win. You never want all of your eggs in one basket. Me personally, I'm looking at AMC, GameStop. I'm also playing SQQ as major home run swing plays. I also have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and several other cryptocurrencies as well, which I think are going to do extremely well coming into 2024. So if someone asks you how you're going to make $1 million, how you're going to get rich, how you're going to get that huge MOAS gain, you want to have multiple answers. You don't want to just say, oh, I hold AMC and that's it. No, you want to hold AMC, you want to hold GameStop, you want to hold SQQ, you want to hold XRP, you want to hold Ethereum, you want to hold Bitcoin. You want to hold these things, guys, and especially Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to do a nasty move, guys. Not financial advice, and I've been accumulating, buying it each and every week. And in fact, I got to buy my weekly Bitcoin this week, so I will be buying some more Bitcoin this week. But again, I've been buying each and every week, buying Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and several other altcoins throughout the week, guys. And it's so far it's been profitable. Just dollar cost averaging has been profitable, because since we hit the low of $15, I've been bought a lot here, and I've been averaging in, guys, and it's been profitable. And Bitcoin is just keep going up. I do think once we get above 31,000, we're going to see a nasty bull run for BTC. Once we get above 32,000 to be exact, and hold that as support, 31,800, 32,000 in that range, holding that as support. That was the last floor of the last bull run. Also, we do have a monthly MACD cross, which is bullish. We're also breaking out of a massive falling wedge, which was the bear market. And then also we have a weekly buy signal on the super trend. All of these things are telling me that the macro is bullish, that the long term is bullish. So when in doubt, zoom out. All you got to do is wait. Me personally, I am holding on to my Bitcoin, and it is creeping towards that $32,000 level as we break out of this falling wedge and push to the upside. I do think Bitcoin is actually going to decouple from the stock market based off of the psychology charts. I think Bitcoin is actually in the disbelief rally, and I think that the stock market is actually in the complacency stage. So I think the stock market is going to see a major pullback, while Bitcoin actually starts to see a move to the upside. I think AMC and GME are actually in the anger and depression phase, where it's the absolute bottom, and you're going to be seeing a move back to the upside. And again, when you buy at the absolute bottom, that's the point of maximum financial opportunity. That's the point where you can make the most money. When you buy at the top, that's the point where you can lose the most money. So me personally, I like to buy at the bottoms. I like to buy when things are low, when things are beat down, when RSI is underneath 30, when all of these things are apparent. These are the times to buy. These are the times to buy. When people are fearful, you buy the fear and you sell the greed, and you will be very, very successful, because the herd doesn't know what they're talking about. So guys, I'm sorry, but the people online and the people that you think know, they don't know, man. They don't know. That's why I've been right about everything, because not everything, but I've been mostly right. I don't want to say everything, because people take things literally, and it's ridiculous what people say online. You say one thing and they construe your words or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. But basically, I've been a majority of the time right. Why? Because I don't listen to people. I don't listen to what they're saying, because if I listen to people in the comments, I would be really, really wrong. If I listen to people around me that think they know what they're talking about, I'd be really, really wrong. You have to form your own opinion, guys. You have to form your own opinion and make your own base and get away from the herd, because the herd is always wrong. The herd is literally always wrong. That's why fear and greed are so easy to profit off of. When you just buy when it says extreme fear, when you buy when it says extreme fear and sell when it says extreme greed, you can be extremely profitable. And if you look at what that's meant for the market, let's see, you would have been selling here where it said extreme greed, and you would have been buying right down here at the bottom when it was just recently in extreme fear, right here at the bottom. Again, that's why the herd is always wrong. They use their emotions. 90% of the people lose money in the market, guys. So you have to be the 10%. You can't be the 90%. You have to be away from the herd. And I know a lot of you guys are learning, so I'm very, very proud of you. I see a lot of you guys growing. I see a lot of you guys becoming better traders. You guys are becoming beasts. The ones that are sticking around and watch my live stream every day, you guys are becoming beasts, man. You guys are becoming beasts, man. So I'm really proud of you guys. Really proud of you guys. Thank you for thanking me, letting me know that I'm doing my job right. And this is pretty much everything I have for you guys for the weekly update and prediction. Thank you guys for being so appreciative. I wouldn't have all of this new equipment if it wasn't for you guys. So now that we have this professional quality, it's because of you guys. It's because of people doing super chats. It's because people buying the memberships, because YouTube ad revenue is barely pays anything. It's nothing. So I have to do memberships and I have to do super chats to get this extra stuff. All of my trading money and stuff like that goes into bills and stuff like that, and also building the business. So I am trying to use that money to get all of this new stuff, and it has worked out very, very nicely. So guys, I cannot thank you enough. Your guys' super chat is why we have the better internet, the better microphone, and everything. Now, again, you do not have to do super chats. You do not have to join the membership. That is only if you want to support me in a different way. If you just want to show your support, show that you care, or show your love, anything, just show me that I'm doing my job right. All you have to do is press like and press subscribe. That's all you have to do, guys. I do have a Discord that you can join. Now, that's part of your benefit because the Discord gives out buy and sell signals. This helps people a lot. A lot of people have found their footing in the market using these buy and sell signals, using the technical analysis that I put out, and using the news that I put out on the Discord. If you want to get into the Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. Get in before the price goes up. $50 for a lifetime invite. If you want to get in, hit me up on the email. The email is DataZeroOfficial5. All of this information is linked in the comment section in the description of this video. So if you want to check that out, email me and just say, hey, I want to join the Discord. Once you send me that email, I'm going to send you payment information. Payment is made by a PayPal or Cash App. Once you make payment, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. You'll get invited into the Discord, and you'll get access to all of the buy signals, all of the news, and you get to join an exclusive community full of like-minded people getting that bread, making money, and finding financial freedom. If you want to get on that movement, if you want to get on that wave, hit me up, DataZeroOfficial5. Get in before the price goes up. And again, if you want to support me, all you got to do is simply drop a like, press subscribe. I do not need you guys to send me your money, but I greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. Why? Because it helps me expand the channel and do more things. And I have much more on the plate, guys. I have much more equipment that I want to get. I have informational stuff that I want to get, which will help us with data sets, level 2 data. So there's a lot more stuff to make the channel bigger, guys. So I can always use your help, but it's not necessary. Now, as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. The Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. Payment is made by PayPal or Cash App. All of the information to hit me up is linked down below. I got my Instagram, I got my Twitter, and I got my email. You can hit me up on any of those. Ask me about the Discord. I'm gonna send you payment information, tell you a little bit about the Discord, and once you decide to pay, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that, guys. Very, very straightforward process. If you have paid payment, because I know a few of you have made payment without emailing me, which is not following directions, but it is okay. It's an easy fix. All payments are tracked by PayPal. So therefore, I have a confirmation on my end, and you have a confirmation on your end. All you have to do is screenshot your payment, send it to me. I'm gonna confirm it on my end, and if confirmed, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. So if you did make payment, hit me up. Email link down below. And as always, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to support me, all you got to do is drop a like and leave a comment. That is a great way to help me out and help the channel grow. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.